Have you ever wondered why cats have this reputation for being cold, aloof, and totally independent? We look at that confident exterior and assume, oh, they're fine, they don't need me. But the truth is actually heartbreaking. Beneath that cool facade lies a creature so sensitive, so attuned to your every move that it borders on unbelievable. The biggest problem: cats are nature's stoic sufferers. If a dog is sad or hurt, they'll whine, give you those puppy dog eyes, and beg for comfort. But cats, their survival instinct tells them showing weakness is a death sentence. So when their heart breaks, when they are stressed or hurt by your unintentional mistakes, they suffer in silence. They hide in a dark corner, or they just sleep a little more than usual. And we loving cat parents mistake that withdrawal for peace, never realizing we've accidentally caused a rift in our bond. In this video, we aren't talking about obvious abuse. We're diving deep into 20 subtle, everyday mistakes that even the most devoted cat parents make, mistakes that slowly chip away at your cat's trust. This is the translation of those silent cries for help you've never heard. Let's decode them before it's too late. Let's start by seeing the world through your cat's eyes, literally. The first mistake comes from a classic myth: pitch black darkness. We assume cats have military-grade night vision, but the truth is, their eyes rely on a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum. This layer acts like a mirror. It needs at least a tiny bit of ambient light to reflect and amplify. So, when you turn off every single light and leave your cat in a pitch-black room, they are effectively blind. Imagine being left alone in a void where you can't navigate. That is when anxiety sets in. A simple nightlight in the hallway is all they need to feel secure. Next is a silent killer in many American homes: essential oils. We love our diffusers. We want our homes to smell like a spa. But your cat's sense of smell is 14 times stronger than yours. What smells like a gentle breeze to you is a chemical storm to them. Worse, feline livers lack a specific enzyme to break down compounds found in popular oils like peppermint, tea tree, citrus, and cinnamon. Diffusing these is essentially pumping toxins into your cat's lungs. Stick to cat's safe scents, or, better yet, fresh air. Finally, let's talk about touch. Dog people often struggle here. Dogs have thick skin, literally cardboard tough, and love a good, hard pat. Cats, they are built for agility, with skin as thin as tissue paper and a nervous system that is incredibly sensitive. Petting a cat to hard isn't affection, it's overstimulation. That's why your cat might suddenly bite your hand mid-pet. It's not aggression, it's a panic signal saying, "Stop, that hurts." Now, let's look at the tiny predator on your couch. Your house cat shares 95% of its DNA with tigers. Every game is a simulation of survival, and this is where we mess up. Starting with the laser pointer. It looks fun, right? Watching them flip and run. But look at it from a neurological perspective. A complete predatory sequence involves stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, eat. The laser pointer triggers the dopamine rush of the chase, but it provides zero physical reward. They can never catch or kill the dog. The cycle is broken. That unreleased energy turns into frustration and chronic stress. If you use a laser, always finish the game by landing the dot on a physical toy or a treat so they get that satisfaction of the kill. Similarly, stop drowning them in toys. Dumping a pile of plastic mice on the floor creates the paradox of choice. A toy that sits on the floor for weeks is dead prey. It's boring. Instead, try toy rotation. Hide half the toys and swap them out weekly. When an old toy reappears, to your cat's brain, it's a new prey animal that just migrated into the territory. And please, stop using your hands as bait. Rough housing with your bare hands teaches your cat a dangerous lesson: human skin is a toy. It's cute when they are kittens, it's a bloody disaster when they are adults. Keep a clear boundary. Toys are for killing, hands are for loving. After the hunt comes the meal. This brings us to a huge debate: free feeding versus scheduled meals. Leaving a bowl of kibble out 24/7 turns a sleek hunter into a bored, lazy grazer. In the wild, the fridge isn't open 24/7. Hunger is a vital motivator. By free feeding, You strip away their drive to move. Try the hunt-eat-sleep rhythm. Play with them before dinner to trigger the hunger. Then feed them as a reward. A full belly naturally leads to a deep, restorative sleep. This mimics their natural circadian rhythm perfectly, but just as important as when they eat is what they eat off of. If you are using plastic bowls, toss them. Plastic is porous. Over time, it develops microscopic scratches that trap bacteria and rancid oils no matter how much you scrub. This is the leading cause of feline chin acne. Those black specks on your cat's chin, switch to stainless steel or ceramic. It's cleaner, safer. And your cat won't have to smell week-old grease while trying to enjoy dinner. Eating is when a cat is most vulnerable. In the wild, head down means blind spot. Never mess with a cat while they are eating. Don't pet them, don't pick them up. Some cats, social eaters, might want you nearby as a lookout, but they don't want to be touched. Then there is the physical barrier, whisker fatigue. Whiskers aren't hairs, they are touch receptors wired directly to the brain. When you serve food in a deep, narrow bowl, those sensitive whiskers are constantly jamming against the sides. Imagine eating dinner while someone taps your eyeballs every time you take a bite. It's stressful. Switch to wide, shallow plates or whisker-friendly bowls. And here is a pro tip regarding water: stop putting the water bowl next to the food bowl. In nature, a water source next to a kill meat is likely contaminated with bacteria and blood. Cats instinctively prefer water sources away from their food. Move the water bowl to a different corner, or better yet, get a water fountain. Cats love running water because their instincts tell them it's clean and safe. If eating is survival, the litter box is about territory and dignity. The biggest mistake? The all-in-one corner. You might like having the food, water, and toilet all in one tidy spot, but your cat hates it. Would you want to eat your dinner next to an unflushed toilet? The smell of the litter box signals contamination zone. Separation is key. For multi-cat homes, you need to know the N1 rule. You need 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra. To cats, you need 3 boxes. Cats use waste to mark territory. Forcing them to share 1 box is like forcing roommates to share a bathroom. That never gets cleaned. It causes silent tension. And territory wars and hygiene scoop daily. Cats have to step into that box barefoot. A dirty box is insulting to their fastidious nature if it's gross. They will find somewhere else to go, like your bed or your laundry pile. Let's talk about boundaries. You see your cat sleeping, looking adorable, and you just want to scoop them up and kiss them. Stop. Cats sleep up to 16 hours a day, but most of that is light sleep, ears swiveling, ready to bolt. Deep REM sleep is rare and precious. Waking them up abruptly during REM sleep is jarring to their nervous system. Let sleeping cats lie. When they are awake, respect their bodily autonomy. Picking a cat up by the armpits with their legs dangling is terrifying for them. It makes them feel like captured prey. Always support the butt. Hold them securely against your chest so they feel grounded. But better yet, try the consent test. Instead of grabbing them, offer your index finger near their nose and wait. If they lean in and rub their cheek on you, that's a yes. If they look away or ignore you, that's a no. Respect the no, and they will trust you infinitely more. Humans live in 2D floor space. Cats live in 3D vertical space. The biggest design flaw in our homes is a lack of verticality. In the wild, the highest spot belongs to the dominant cat. It's about safety and surveillance. If your cat is skittish, check your home. Do they have a cat superhighway? Can they get from the couch to the bookshelf to the cat tree without touching the floor? If not, they are living in the danger zone. Vertical space gives them confidence. And be careful with new introductions. Throwing a new cat into a room with your resident cat is a recipe for disaster. Cats don't make friends by sight, they make friends by scent. Use scent swapping. Rub a towel on the new cat and put it under the old cat's food bowl. Rewire their brains to associate that stranger's smell with something positive: dinner. Don't let them meet face to face until they are cool with the smell. The deepest wound we inflict is psychological, and the weapon is punishment. Spraying water, yelling, or rubbing their nose in it does not work. Cats lack the prefrontal cortex development to connect a past action with a present punishment. If you yell at them, when you get home for a mess they made hours ago, they don't think, I shouldn't scratch the sofa. They think, my human is random, aggressive, and unsafe. This creates learned helplessness. They become stressed, depressed, or act out even more. Also, avoid mixed signals. You can't let them on the counter today because you're in a good mood. Then yell at them tomorrow because you're stressed. Inconsistency creates anxiety. Cats thrive on routine and clear rules. Stability is their love language. We've covered biology, senses, and psychology. But the number one mistake, the one that encompasses all others, is failing to respect the cat's nature. We often want them to be little dogs or furry babies, but they are apex predators. When they get the zoomies at 3 a.m., they aren't being bad, they are answering a wild instinct. When they scratch the sofa, they are marking territory. Loving a cat means loving the cat, not the idea of a pet you have in your head. It means giving them outlets for their instinct: stall trees, scratching posts, hunting games rather than suppressing them. So, here is my challenge to you. Don't try to fix all 22 things at once. Pick just one thing to change. Tonight, maybe move the water bowl. Maybe try the consent test. Do it and watch how your cat responds. If you realized you've been making some of these mistakes, don't beat yourself up. We learn and we do better. Drop a comment below with the one change you're making today. And share this video with other cat parents because every cat deserves to be understood. Thanks for watching and see you in the next deep dive.